Today, the Department of Justice has filed a civil complaint seeking to forfeit and recover more than $1 billion in assets associated with an international conspiracy to launder funds stolen from One Malaysia Development Berhad, or 1MDB, a company wholly owned by the government of Malaysia. Now, the $1 billion in assets that we're discussing today are just a portion of the more than $3 billion that was stolen from 1MDB and laundered through American financial institutions in violation of United States law. 1MDB.
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 1MDB is
The 1MDB scandal.
In 2018, the world was gripped by the 1MDB scandal. Billions of dollars meant for Malaysia's development were allegedly embezzled and spent on everything from luxury yacht and real estate to funding Hollywood blockbusters. This wasn't just a financial crime, it was a deep tear in the fabric of a nation. But the 1MDB scandal, as shocking as it was, is the most infamous chapter in Malaysia's long and complex struggle with a pervasive problem, corruption. It's better that it shaped its politics, economy, and society. So how is Malaysia fighting back? I'm a public administration student. Corruption is a word we hear a lot, but what does it actually mean? At its simplest, it's abuse of entrusted power for private gain. And it's more than just politicians taking bribes. It's about a system where connections matter more than merit, and public services come with a hidden price tag. Fighting corruption isn't just a matter of principle, it's crucial for a country's survival and prosperity. It's about ensuring that taxpayer money build hospital and school, not finances lavish lifestyle. In Malaysia, a nation with a vibrant economy and a diverse population, the fight against corruption is a fight for its future. For decades, Malaysia has been grappling with this issue. While it has made significant progress in many years, corruption remains a persistent threat, hindering its full potential. So what does corruption in Malaysia actually look like? It wears many hats. There's bribery, the classic cash for favor deal. Then there's more subtle but equally damaging abuse of power, where officials use their position to enrich themselves and their cronies. And let's not forget nepotism, where jobs and contracts are handed out to family and friends, not the most qualified candidates. But what fuels this? Two major culprits stand out: weak governance and political influence. When institutions lack transparency and accountability, it creates opportunities for shady dealings. And when politics and business are too closely intertwined, the lines between public interest and private gain can become dangerously blurred. The lack of comprehensive political funding law in Malaysia, for instance, has been a major point of concern, creating a fertile ground for corruption to take root. The impact of corruption is devastating, and it's felt across all levels of society. Economically, it's a massive drain. For investors get spooked, preferring more transparent markets. The MACC has estimated that Malaysia has lost a staggering 277 billion ringgit to corruption between 2018 and 2023. That money could have funded critical infrastructure projects and social welfare programs. Socially, the cost is just as high. When people see the powerful getting away with corruption, in the government, in the police, in the justice system, this can lead to cynicism, apathy, and breakdown of social cohesion.
Korupsi ini, penyelewengan ini kita tengok bagi status-status yang tak sama. Bagi golongan-golongan marhain yang bawahan ni, kita tengok sampai penjara 3 tahun. Golongan lagi pecah mana yang cukup besar, boleh kadang boleh terlepas begitu saja.
Di Malaysia ni memang serius lah ni kan, serius. Kadang orang kita pun tertekan sikit lah ni. Rasuah dia teruk lah ni, bukan daripada di atas sampai ke bawah.
Ultimately, it tarnishes Malaysia's image on the global stage, affecting everything from tourism to international partnership. But Malaysia is not standing still. The country has been actively developing and implementing strategies to fight back. Leading the charge is the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, the MACC. The MACC is the country's primary anti-graft body, tasked with investigating corruption offences. In recent years, they have been increasingly proactive, with thousands of arrests and significant asset recoveries. To guide the national effort, Malaysia introduced the National Anti-Corruption Plan, NACP, a 5-year plan that has now transitioned into the National Anti-Corruption Strategy, the NACS. The NACS focuses on the strengthening governance, increasing transparency, and promoting integrity across all sectors of society. Backing these efforts are key pieces of legislation. The MACC Act 2009 gives the Commission its investigative powers, while the Whistleblower Protection Act 2010 is designed to encourage people to come forward and report corruption without fear of retaliation. The MACC is now using digital tools like artificial intelligence and blockchain to analyze financial data, detect fraudulent activities, and enhance their investigative capabilities.
Suruhanjaya Pencegahan Rasuah Malaysia SPRM mengintegrasikan teknologi blok rantau blockchain dan kecerdasan buatan AI dalam operasi serta siasatan bagi memerangi taktik jenayah rasuah yang semakin berkembang. Merangkumi jenayah cyber, penipuan mata wang kripto, cryptocurrency dan penyalahgunaan AI yang menjadikan kegiatan jenayah semakin canggih, sukar dijejak serta sering bersifat transnasional.
Despite these efforts, the road to corruption-free Malaysia is fraught with challenges. One of the biggest hurdles is political interference. The perception that the MACC isn't fully independent and that prosecutorial decisions can be influenced by political consideration remains a significant challenge. Calls for the MACC to have its own prosecution powers and to be answerable to parliaments instead of the Prime Minister's department has been growing louder. Weak law enforcement is another critical issue. Even with strong laws, if they are not consistently and impartially enforced, they lose their deterrent effect. And finally, there's the challenge of public awareness and civic responsibility. A culture of integrity needs to be nurtured from the ground up. While many Malaysians are concerned about corruption, translating that concern into active participation in anti-corruption effort is an ongoing process. So where does Malaysia go from here? The fight against corruption is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires unwavering political will, robust institutions, and an engaged citizenry. Expert and civil society organization has put forward several recommendations, strengthening the MACC's independence, enacting a comprehensive political funding law, and enhancing transparency in government procurement are just a few. The vision for a corruption-free Malaysia is a vision of a nation where individual success is determined by their merit, not their connections. It's a vision of a country where public funds are used for the public good and where trust between the people and their leaders is strong. The journey is long and the challenges are real, but with continued reforms and a collective commitment from all Malaysians, this vision can become a reality.